Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to Digital World of Patania Public School. In previous lecture, we learned tokens, and we have already discussed two tokens. One is your keyword, and second is your identifier. Today, we learn next key token, and your next token is literal and values. You can say literal. What do you mean by the literal? Literal means your constant value, your fixed value. For example, pi. Always pi value 3.14. So you write down this value in literal form. Literal value, so many types. One is your string literal, numeric literal, boolean literal, spatial literal, and literal correction. When you define literal, your literal character also, numeric value, boolean literal, spatial literal, and literal collection. What is string literal? First, we're talking about the string literal. String literal is a sequence of characters surrounded by quote, single quote, double quote, and triple quote. When we write down, for example, we write down Amit and we use single quote. This is your string. If we use in inverted comma, this is also your string. If we use in triple quotes, this is your string. So string means your group of character and string literal means the fixed value. For example, our school name is Pathania Public School. So we fix it. School name is equal to Pathania Public School. So this is your string literal. The text enclosed in quotes from a string literal in Python, for example, single quote A, in single quote ABC, in double quote ABC, are all string literal like same Amit is your literal when you write down in single quote, if you write down in double quote, or you write down in triple quote also. Unlike many other languages, both single character enclosed in quotes such as inverted commas or a single quote or multiple character enclosed in quotes such as ABC is a string literal. Better learn this point here. When we're talking about in another language like C language, in C language, when we write down A in single quote, this is your character. But when we write down this A in inverted comma, this is your string. But here in Python, when you write down in single quote, you write down in double quote, you write down in triple quote, all are your string literal. As you can notice, one can form string literal by enclosing text in both form of quotes, single quote or double quote. Following are some valued string literal in Python like Astha, Rijwan, Hello World, Amaze, and 129045 anything. And here you use this value 1x0 wx5 and this. These all are your literal. Literal means you fix the value, you fix, and when you write down in single quote, otherwise you write down in double quote, you write down in, you write also write down like this apostrophe s any name with the, for example, mother's name. So in mother's name you write down apostrophe s mothers. For mothers you write down as apostrophe s and then name. So these all are your string literal. Python allow you to have certain non-graphic character in string values. Non-graphical characters are those characters that cannot be typed directly from the keyboard. Non-graphical character. What do you mean by the non-graphical? That are not typed directly by the keyboard, like backspace, tab, carriage. These all are your non-graphical character. These all are your which one? Your backspace, tab, carriage. These all. And some more also. The non-graphical character can be represented by using escape sequence. And what are these escape sequence? These single and these double quote and tabs, these all are your spatial escape sequence also. And escape sequence is represented by backslash followed by one or more character. You learn so many escape sequences are there. If you use in your program backslash, double backslash, what is does it? Non-graphic character. If you want to write down quote, then write down backslash quote, single quote. You write down backslash double quote. You write down backslash A for ASCII code bell. If you want to write down backspace for in ASCII code, then write down B, then a backslash F. If you want to write down your text in the next line, then you use the backslash. And so these all are your escape sequences, spatial character, and non-graphical characters. Non-graphical characters are your backslash, single quote, and these all, but your escape sequences are like this. Every escape sequence have a use, different use. We use these in our program, then we learn more. Backslash and name character named name in the Unicode database, Unicode only. Backslash R carries return, backslash T for space. If you want to give the space between the words, for example, you want to write down name Sumit. So between the name and Sumit, you want to give the space, then you use the backslash T. And you also use the backslash UXXXXX. Character will 16-bit hexa value Unicode only. And here is your 32-bit hexa value Unicode. Backslash V for vertical tab and backslash O character with octal value 000. If you want to write down this value, then you write down octal value backslash 000. And one more escape sequence is your backslash XHH. So character with the hexa value HH. Your any character value, but with this value you write down HH. We use later in program, then we will understand easily. Now you string type in Python. Now we learn string type in Python. Python allow you to have two string types, single line string or your multi-line string. Single line string or multi-line string. Single line string. Single line string means your basic string. And basic string, the strings that you create by enclosing text in single quote or double quote or normally single line string, that is they must terminated in one line. To understand this, try typing the following in IDLE window and see yourself. When we write down in Python language, we write later. When we write down in language, for example, text1 is equal to hello, and we write down only single side quote, don't close the quote here. Then it display the error EOLE error. EOLE error stand for end of line error. Means in the end of the line you have an error. This is your interpretation working here, interpreter working here. So interpreter give you a error end of line. So what is the error? Inverted comma. You don't close a single quote here. Python shows error when you press enter key without the closing quote. Python will show you an error the moment you press enter key after hello. So we do it like this. Start your Python. Click on the Python, then click on the IDLE. Here, for example, you write down 3 plus 5, 8, simple. Or for example, you want to write down name is equal to and use inverted comma start, and here you write down Ankit. So it display the error, and this error name is EOL, end of line error. And if you write down name is equal to Ankit, so it display no error is there. But if you write in single side, for example like this, you write down inverted comma and you don't close it, so it display the error, end of line error. So this is your error. Okay. Multi-line string. Now what do you mean by the multi-line? Single line means in single line, and you close with the single quote or the double quote. Multi-line string. Sometimes you need to store some text spread across multiple lines as one single string. For that, Python offer multi-line string. Multi-string can be created in two ways: by adding a backslash, by adding a black backslash at the end of normal single quote, or double quote string. In normal string, just add a backslash in the end before pressing enter to continue typing text on the next line. If you want to write down your value in a same line, in single line, but your value come in the two lines, then you put this backslash in front line and then write down next word. So your output is hello world in a single line. Clear? So multi-line string, if you are comes in two or more lines, and if you want to display in a single line, then you use this character backslash. Do not indent when continuing typing in next line after backslash. Indenting means your space, don't give any space. A basic string must be completed on a single line or continued with a backslash as the very last character of a line if it is to be enclosed with a closing quote in next line. Like this, you write down text 1 is equal to, and you write down in single quote hello and backslash world. So how you use it? So you just write down here name is equal to, and you write down Ankit. After that you write down backslash, and here you write down 7. We don't close the single quote, so again write down name is equal to, and then you write down, for example, inverted commas, and you use Ankit backslash. Now you see when we press the enter key, no error is there, but in single line when we press the enter key here in Ankit, then we display the error here. So here you write down Sarma, then close the inverted comma. So when you press the name, when you write down the name, your answer is Ankit Sarma. So when you want to combine two words in a single line, when you write down a string in multiple line and you want to combine these line, then you use the backslash after first character. And in Python, single quote and double quote are the same meaning. No difference in single quote and double quote here. But when we are talking about the C++ and C language, then more difference in quote and double quotes. In C++, when we write down value in single quote, this means character value, and we write down value in double quote, this means your string value. But in Python, you write down your value in single quote like this, Ankit, or you write down like this, name is equal to inverted comma Ankit. So no effect is here. When you display name, it display the value Ankit. So this is your input, name is equal to Ankit, and when we write down name and automatically your answer is displayed Ankit, this is your output. For example, when we write down 4 plus 6, this is for 5 plus 6, sorry. When we input 5 plus 6, this is your input and the output is your 11. Clear? By typing the text in triple quotation, single quote is clear like this, double quote is clear like this. Now triple quote 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. By typing the text in triple quotation marks, no backslash needed at the end of line. Python allowed to type multiple text string by enclosing them in triple quotation mark. Both triple apostrophe or triple quotation marks will work. So how it works? When you write down, for example, print str is equal to hello world, there I came, and we print the variable. This is your variable string 1. When we print the string 1, then complete data will be displayed. And when you write down your value like this, string 2, this is the variable name, like name, we take the name. Here we use the str2. You use any name here, you use any identifier. So here we use the triple inverted commas, or you use the triple quote also. Instead of this triple inverted comma, you use a triple quote also. Hello world, this is another multiple line string. So here is the multi-line string created with 3 single quote opening and closing. So this is your complete. Simple, in simple language you can say. When you want to write down the single line character, then you use the single quote or double quote, and when you want to write down the multiple line correct values, then you use the triple quote or triple inverted. Clear? Size of string. Now this is also important. Python determines the size of string as the count of character in the string. For example, size of string ABC is 3, and of hello H1, E2, L3, again L4 or 5. So value is 5, size is 5. But if your string literal has an escape sequence contained within it, then make sure to count the escape sequence as one character. When you use, for example, in hello, you use the backslash n. So one character is used for it. So your total characters are 6. So here you can consider as an example double backslash. Double backslash is an escape sequence to represent backslash. So its value is only 1. Here ABC. So 1, 2 and 3 values are there. Backslash AB. So here again your 2 values are there. Why? Because backslash A is a escape sequence. This complete backslash A is your backslash A is an escape sequence, does one character. And here you use Sima backslash and post office as pen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So see, for typing post office sign, escape sequence backslash has been used. here you see AMY post office S. So post office S is your, combine this, so your total size is 4, AMY and post office S. But here how we count 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and this space 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So this backslash post office S we count 1. This backslash post office S, this is your one character. Again see Seema 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Post office S 6, 7, 1 blank space 8, 9, 10, 11. And blank space is one character, post office S is your one character, and escape sequence is count as a one character. Clear? So this is the same example of this. How we use it? You simple write down. Next literal is your numeric literal. Next is your numeric literal. Numeric literal means numbering value. Numbering value means your integer value and your float value. When your integer and your float values are fixed, this is your numerical literal. Let us take about these literal types one by one. First, we are learn about the integer literal. Integer literal whole number without any fractional point. You are all whole numbers are your integer value, and when we fix the value, then you can say integer literal. For example, we write down a is equal to 10. We fix the value a is 10. So this is your integer literal. But when we write down, for example, pi is equal to 3.14, this is your floating point in literal. This is your floating point literal. So when you use the whole number, this is your integer literal. When you use the floating point or decimal values, then you write down the floating point literal. Fractional number. Python allow three types of integer literal. One is your decimal integer literal. Second is your octal integer literal. And third is your hexadecimal integer literal. So first we learned decimal literal, integer literal. An integer literal consisting of a sequence of digits is taken to a decimal integer literal unless it begin with 0 digit. For instance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1 plus 97 minus 17 are your decimal literal. Octal literal 0 to 8. So you are 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 0, 0. These all are your octal integer literal. An octal value can be containing only digits 0 to 7, 8 and 9 are invalid digit in an octal number. If we write down 0, 0 to 8, this is the wrong way. This is not your octal integer. But when we write down between the 0 to 7 value, then this is your octal integer literal. Hexadecimal, same like we learn about the hexadecimal number. Here we use the hexadecimal literal, a sequence of digital processed by 0x, 0 capital X is taken to the hexadecimal integer. And but this is a fixed value 0 to 9, and after that we write down the A, B, C, D and E. So when you write down these values, these are your hexadecimal literal. A hexadecimal value can contain digit these all And one more here, f is missing, so write down f also. Now we learn about the floating point literal. Above we learn the integer literal, here we learn about the floating point literal. This is the another token your. So floating point literal means your fractional form, or you can say exponent form. Fractional form means your decimal values like 3.7, 3.12, 3.11, 3.173. These all are your fractional form. A real constant, you also say real constant. A real constant in fractional number form must have uh, at least one digit with the decimal point either before or after. It may also have either plus or minus sign preceding it. A real constant with no sign is assumed to be positive. So when we write down 3.7, this is your fractional form. When we write down 3.71, this is also your fractional form. The following are valid real literal in fraction, like 2.0, 17.5, minus 13.0, minus 0.0, 0.3 will be represent 0.3 and will represent 7.0. The following are invalid. For example, you write down 7, you write down plus 17 divided by 2, you write down 17,250. This is the two decimal point, and if, when you write down 17,250 so comma not allowed in the fractional point, your floating point literal. Exponent form. Exponent form, a real literal is exponent form consists of two parts, mantissa and exponent. Mantissa and exponent. For instance, 5.8 can be written as 0.58 multiplied 10 raised to power 1 is equal to 0.58 E01, where mantissa part is 0.58, the part appearing before E, and exponent part is your 1, the part appearing after E. E01 represent 10 raised to power 1. The rule of writing a real literal in exponent form is a real constant is exponent form has two parts, mantissa and exponent. The mantissa must be either an integer or a proper real constant, and the mantissa is followed by a letter E, capital E, or small e, and the exponent must be an integer. The following are valid real literal in exponent, like 152 capital E05, you write down 152.0 E08. Even if there is no preceding or following a digit of a decimal point, Python 3.x will be considered it right. The following are invalid real literal in exponent, like 1.7e. No digit specified for exponent. So after that you write down minimum one value. When you write down 0.17 e 2.3, exponent cannot have a fraction point. So exponent, this e is your exponent, and exponent don't have the decimal value, don't have the fraction part, and comma not allowed in this part. Clear? So these are your integer literal and your floating point literal. And your next literal is your Boolean literal. Can we do? Yeah, we do it now. Only 1 or 2 points left, so we complete literal here. Boolean literal. A Boolean literal in a Python is used to represent one or two Boolean value, either true or false. Is your Boolean literal. For example, when you write down any fixed value like true, always this value is true, then you write down true. So this is your Boolean literal. And special literal none. None is a keyword. And your special literal none, which is none. The none literal is used to indicate absence of value. Means no value in this variable, no value here. So you use the none. It is also used to indicate the end of list in Python. The none value in Python means there is no useful information or there is nothing here. Python does not display anything when asked to display the value of a variable containing value as none. Printing with the print statement, on the other hand, shows that the variable contain none. So when you want to write down the none value, where you want to display the empty value, or you want to display the nothing value will be explained here, or nothing value will be input here, then you use the value to. Value to is the variable name, is the your identifier name, and is equal to write down the none. And when you write down the none and capital O-N-E small. So when you print the value 2, then your answer always display the none. Clear beta? So thank you so much for watching this video. In next video we meet with the operators.